All right, welcome back. Well, the equity market's been holding up quite nice and steady. Let's figure out what's happening in commodities. We have Manisha with the latest. Manisha, so what's the headline there today?
Well, I want to look at metals really, Surbi. On top of my list clearly is gold, because the kind of run-up that we've seen into this one has been unstoppable. Last year was 28% of gains, and this year we're already up by 15%. We are trading above $3,000 an ounce, and last time I saw was $3,012, and we still are running on the higher side. The latest trigger really came in from the weak US data. Every number that's come in the last 24 hours, whether it has been about retail sales, new home builders, New York manufacturing contract, all of that came in on the weaker side. That has been supportive. And the inflation numbers were higher. Remember, the US Fed meeting starts today for 2 days. And ahead of that, we are looking at buying coming into this space. OECD report that came in yesterday also has cut the global growth forecast. That's supporting the markets there. And then US also has launched some airstrikes on Houthi, men at rebels in Yemen. That has been yet another the geopolitical tensions that seem to be supporting the prices as well. That's about gold. Silver has been trading on the higher side as well. And when you look at within the industrial metals, copper is your space to be, because we've seen prices gain 1.5% overnight. Copper prices are up 25% in this year already right now. If you look at the US copper prices, they are much higher and are trading at a 10-month highs with a premium of almost $40 to $60 a ton. And when you look at the LME copper prices, they are trading at a 9-month highs as well. Aluminium is yet another metal which has continued to do quite well for itself. We've seen prices trade at around 9-month highs, 5.5% up in this year until now. There is low supplies coming in from major producers. And for aluminum, it also is about Chinese markets, where you are looking at exports muted, especially after those tax rebates were ended. Now, talk about the US markets, and with 25% import tariff imposed, you're looking at US aluminum trading at a premium of $990 a ton right now, with 60% of a jump up in premium from the start of this year. The other metal on my screen also is zinc and nickel, where we are looking at multi-year highs onto those one as well. And major support coming in from the US dollar index, which is trading at a 5-month lows. There also are more expectations of stimulus coming in from China. And then we already have seen China come out with a plan on Sunday. The clarity of that is awaited. And then finally, it is going to be about the central bank meetings. You have the US Fed happening today and tomorrow. It's also Bank of Japan and Bank of England, all of them meeting in this week. So any statements, any changes from there also will impact the markets.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Manisha, for that. With that, we have to